Hey you, so on this video, end of year, hot or not new coins, and also 2018 wrap up, which could just say minor rant or just why I see the scene altogether. I'm going to be going over the hot or not new coins that I've come across, been brought to my attention, and just give my thoughts on the whole scene at the end of this. So first off, I want to wish any and everybody who celebrates the festive season a Merry Christmas to all watching. I hope you and your families have a very prosperous 2019. So jumping straight into this, we're gonna start with the bottleneck dolphin silver coin. So this is one that just came out the tail end of the year. I believe it's from the Australian Mint. I believe them and Perth Mint are in cahoots, so it's like brother sister. I'm not too sure, but I know sometimes they offshoot some of their load to them and vice versa. But I believe they have the same type of quality as the Perth Mint, so it's good quality stuff they do. It comes encapsulated. They've gone on the new model, so we're looking at 25,000 on the silver. Do I have the gold up here? And 100 on the gold. My thoughts on the coin: I think it's a nice coin. At one point I was very close to locking on this. It would have just been down to what I could have acquired them for from a dealer. It just didn't tickle my fancy in the end, so I gave up on it. I think this model is the norm now, as I've once said a long time ago. I think it's played out, not that it's old, because it's new in comparison to what we've had last year, and it's just started mainly really bulking up in 2018. But 25k now is still very low in comparison to what we've had from the Lunas and the Kooks in the past and a lot of the other series. But I decided to pass on this just because I don't think it's going to hit the kind of notes that I want it to. 25k on the silver, and this is a BU silver, so I think this is going to offer the best opportunities for individuals getting in, because I'm not interested. I just don't see the types of gains we once saw, for instance, on the Dragon Phoenix when they first dropped. I think they was what, 50k, and also on the Swan coins when those first dropped, I believe those were 30 or 25k also. The hype on the low mintage, in my opinion, has faded off. And a lot of people are feeling a lot of pain right now, whether it's from just down markets or just people off metals altogether, for them just not coming into their own anytime soon. In the beginning, when they would drop 100k or even 50k, it was the talk of the town. It was the brand new coins from the big mints doing it, and it definitely went hype crazy. Not saying these ain't, but I just don't see the best flipping opportunities in these coins currently for myself. And this is the gold and the silver. As we're looking at the gold here, I think the mintages are fantastic. I think for any individual getting into flipping coins and want to see some types of gains, I think these offer the best opportunities in them. It's just not for me. It's just not tickling my fancy, because I just don't see it being what it once was with the Swans and the likes of. And not to forget the Evil Empire Atmex, I think, have exclusivity to these. Now, still on very low mintages, the prices in Europe have been very stable. I think rather cheap. You can still get them around 22 euros and under. That's on the silver. It's not showing good signs that they're still available from the majority of the dealers that did sell them. Once again, another sign, in my opinion, that the whole, low mintage, whether it's 50k and under on the silver and 100, or even 100, 250 on the gold, the fact that they're all still readily available says a lot. I think dealers did get a little cheeky in Europe. I saw the gold first come out around 1,500 euros, and the silver's just gone up a euro, so a pound or a dollar or so. But I already know what's going to happen on the second release. We'll be talking starting at 2k for the gold, and who knows. So I'm not a part of the hype rush on any of these coins for the foreseeable future, but we'll have to see how it works out. But I do think they're hot coins. I think they've come out at a fantastic time for individuals getting into either flipping or grabbing some collector coins. I think these are a fantastic good opportunity and choice. I've decided not to get any, but they're still reasonably priced and they're still readily available. So I think it's something definitely good starting off the beginning of the year. So we'll get on to the next coin. I was asked about this coin, didn't know absolutely nothing about it. I think this coin definitely looked better from the computer generated image. I think this is the actual coin here, a physical image of the coin. That's the Leopold, I think it is, Leopold 5th. It's a rather cheap coin coming out from one of the mints, Austrian Mint. I'm not too sure, don't hold me that to it, but from what I found out, it's got a mintage of 100k, and you know, they come as is. It's nothing, you know, massive. Of course, I think it's going to be a series of free coins, so they definitely fall under the collector coin banner. I personally didn't know nothing about them, but I've taken a look. I was given a link. I think if you can pick them up for as cheap as they are on a mintage of 100k, if they fly under the radar, it could maybe be a long-term thing. They've got quite a few of these coins out. I can't remember what the other ones was, the Mystic Animals, or I don't know if it was the Poland Mint, but I've personally never picked up these types of coins. I can't see nothing wrong on the price. I think the price is going to be key here. If you're getting them, I've seen them under 17 euros in Europe, so I don't know what that is, around $19 or something like that. If you can get them around that price and, you know, they don't sell too well, I don't even think that model works no more, where, you know, it could be a sleeper and come next year, you picked up the only 5 available, so now you could sell it. If the demand isn't here now, I doubt it's going to pick up at a later date, but who knows? This is just my own personal opinions. But I'm not overly keen on the image, but for a mintage on 100k and them being brought out now as a collector coin, if you want one for your collection or like it, lock in. You know, what do I think they're going to do in terms of goodness? I don't think a coin like this will be something like the one I just showed a moment ago, like the bottleneck dolphin, especially coming from technically Perth / Australian Mint. That's better flipping potential, but they're both BU, and you know, they're both collector coins out now. But this could maybe offer some type of opportunities. It's a lot cheaper than the dolphin coin, and it's got a much higher mintage. I mean, 4 times the mintage on 100k. But I think it's, yeah, and you know, there could be, yeah, possibilities, and who knows. But that's going to be the second coin we're looking at, and getting into the fourth coin. It's going to be showing all of them at once. Now, this is an offering from the infamous Royal Mint, and they brought out a Tower of London collection. I got the email from this and all the paperwork that they've sent out. It's just the Royal Mint coming out with something new and fresh, and they've gone with the whole Tower Bridge theme, you know, Tower of London, Tower Bridge. They've got 4 coins coming out in this series. I believe they've started with the Raven here. I personally didn't like them. They didn't call out to me at all. I think the mintages are ridiculous. I think this is the silver proof they have, and they're on a mintage of 4,000. I think it was just, I don't know. I think they just had a budget and needed to bring something out by the end of the year, and this is what they brought out. I do like the crown. I like a few of these coins that have the crown on them. Won't be locking in on it. But I think the mintages are too high. I don't think the images are too great. They're very iconic though for an individual. Just picking up everything Royal Mint that do iconic images, then it's definitely up your street. I don't think they're going to offer any type of great flipping opportunities at a later date. My own personal thoughts and opinions here. I think the Royal Mint have much stronger coins out at the moment, offering better opportunities. These are the same coins in gold, so they've got that tint to them also. Once again, I think they're just showing you another not best signs when they offer all up front, or you know, lock in now, because if you don't, they're going to be flying off the shelves. But they're just giving you all the offerings now. It's funny they don't do that with something as hot as the Queen's Beast, but you know, if you're interested, here's all 4 coins. I believe it's only the Raven out currently. I don't know what the schedule is going to be, but I won't be touching these. You know, I do think for an individual that likes them, then hey ho. But these are the Tower Bridge or Tower of London series coins from the Royal Mint. This wasn't nothing of my interest right there. So the next, last but not least, is an offering from the mighty Perth, and it's them bringing out a coin they've already brought out, so that's nothing new here. They've brought out the Tiger Dragon in the 1 ounce gold. I've done a video before on the 1 ounce 5k mintage coins on the Perth Mint. So that was the mintage they brought out on a lot of their gold coins now in BU. So if you had the Swans, the Emus, the Dragon Phoenix, and now the Dragon Tiger or Tiger Dragon. It's just the same coin, but they brought it out in a 1 ounce gold for individuals that love that design. And it's got a 5k mintage. I don't know what's going on with the image of the Queen they used there, but hey, it might be the new 2019 they're going with, but I've always said this was a very strong image. I believe it did sell rather well. It's got two very, very masculine, strong images. Well, it's my own thoughts and opinions there again. And, you know, fairly priced, very fairly priced, and not too crazily priced on a BU coin. I picked up a load of the Swans, done a video on that. They can still be picked up. I even done a video on how I didn't think these 5k coins were the best for individuals thinking they was gonna, you know, sell out soon or price to be skyrocketing. I said in 2017 you'd need at least 5 years to even get close to seeing what they're gonna do. Until then, they'll be readily available. You'll be able to pick them up with no qualms, and, you know, just take your time if you're interested. So I wouldn't go crazy and, you know, do crazy things to acquire this coin. It won't go on sale, but it will follow spot price. So if you think we're going to see a lower spot, you should just wait out, and then you may pick this up for a few pounds or dollars cheaper. But stunning design, looks just as great as it done in silver in gold. Who knows, I may grab one of these if a trade comes up at a later date with a dealer. But I think all pretty nice coins. Personally, if I was going to be picking any up for, you know, flipping potentials, as I've done in the best in 2017, it'll definitely be the bottleneck dolphins. I think those offer the best opportunities there. Now, going into the wrap up and where I see, or how 2018's been, touching on what I was just saying, I think the mints now and the dealers, both in hand, realised they needed to come up with a lot more. I think things have got a lot tighter. When they first started choking with the Rwandan coins and not really giving a damn in that mix, putting 5 coins up, yanking them, you know, sold out and prices reappearing, their actions speak volumes. You know, we know they're hurting just like everybody else, but to take such crude, ruthless tactics on us, the buyers, whether it's the flippers, who are most definitely needed to help keep things moving in the game, and just your average collector, it hasn't worked out for them, because you can drop your mintages. You have Scottsdale now doing a lot of fantastic coins with the new model, whether it's 200 gold and, you know, 5,000 silver. That's the new norm. I see that as the new norm, but that's not what's gonna create the hype now. So they've lost on that, because personally I feel they would have gained more if they gave more, you know. So if they would have left us, be it the flipper or the individual that gets the coin, they don't lose in the long run, because it keeps you coming back. But if they have that mindset, you know, short-term greed instead of long-term, you know, and they're businesses that hope to go on to the many years, and they're getting one coin and hiking the prices up, slapping her, put your email down if you're interested. I think they just got desperate, and it was seen in their actions. One of them must be paying attention. If you know, I can charge a fantastic consultant fee to give you guys some tips, because I don't see it working out no more. No one's saying you're not going to sell coins, but if you've got more disgruntled individuals like myself that are coming in knowing what you're going to do, tomorrow a coin can become hot. I done a video of this same type of video last time, and I gave a link to an individual on the Dragon Phoenix. I think it was the Dragon 2-ounce coin. I gave a link to the dealer. I mean, like the next day I was told the dealer hiked the price up. It made no sense, whereas the dealer was doing it at a discounted price at one time. So it's just, they're seizing opportunities like this out of pure greed when they don't really need to. Whereas I feel like they would have got further if they would have just, you know, given a little back. You know, if a great coin comes out, keep it at that price. If anything, limit it to 1 per customer. So, you know, the cowboys like myself have to jump over more hurdles if they want to acquire more. Not hold it yourself being the dealer. I think we're going to see a lot more of that in 2019, and a lot more mints coming out with a 50k lower on the silver, 100 to 250 on the gold, and I think that's all they need to get a home run. And they're in for a big surprise. From the Rwandan coins, that's lost a lot of steam, even though there's individuals still involved with it, and they still do sell for a premium. That you know, that the oomph that individuals used to get waiting for a new coin in 2019 moving forward, I don't think there's any coin from any mint I can't wait to see, regardless of the image, because, you know, Perth Mint in the end started doing shady tactics themselves, whereas once they were selling on their website to individuals, and I understand individuals are able to go into a mint, then they limited it themselves. They don't do that on all their coins. So it's stills they're doing with the dealers who ain't selling enough to, you know, do over the man, which is us, or the man or the woman, the end consumer, which is us. So I think these ruthless tactics has led to where they are. But establishments never learn. It's always greed driven. So, you know, just like everything else, they're going to repeat as history done. They're going to be greedy. If this coin was it tomorrow, I could bet you every dealer and their mother would have this coin marked up by 10. And that's just insane. And it would only become hot because individuals have made it hot on this side. Nothing they done made it hot. So they'll just work on your demand, or, you know, your want for the coin. But I think that's very silly on their end. They're a big establishment that sells to us, and should do it with some type of strategic play behind it. Not the second they want it, hike the prices up. And that's that. And let's just start, you know, scalping and doing shady tactics. But in 2019 will be interesting. I've had, off subject here, a much better year in cryptos, as bad as it is. I've got certain coins down 90%. But even in these red times, I've still just had coins that have gone on competition or had some fantastic news and 3x where I am. So this has also been one of the reasons why I've laid off collect the coins a bit more with gold or silver, because I've seen gains I would have never seen over there than over here. And it is what it is there. You know, of course, that takes a lot more. But this is just gold and silver and precious metals I speak on this channel. But that's another reason. But we'll see what 2019 has to offer. Maybe they'll come up with a new model, which right now I don't think anything can save them. You need, you know, the entire market needs just that breath of fresh air, or it's just going to get worse and worse. No individuals, metals ain't no big secret. Everybody knows about it, but there's a reason why they're not investing in it. So we'll have to see where it is. But I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. So Merry Christmas to all who are watching this. I hope it's going to be a very prosperous new year for everybody watching. So hey, all of it, guys. It'll be fantastic to know your thoughts and opinions on the coins or any other coins you see with opportunities. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts on what you think the dealers and the mints have been doing, and what you think they're going to be doing in 2019, and what you will be doing in 2019. So go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments, guys. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll catch you guys in the new year rebound.